Hello everyone, I am back for part 9 of Final Fantasy VII. I'm going to reach the double digits soon, and I am not very far into the game at all. Last episode, we threatened a man's testicles, and then fought our way through the sewers and the train graveyard back to the pillar, which is now under threat. This jerk here has locked us out, or in, actually, he's locked us in. He'll sell us items if we want, but he's not letting us out because he's a jerk. So the only way to go is up, and there's Biggs, like, stuck on a railing. So you don't care what happens to the planet? Let's be nice. Thanks. Don't worry about me. Barrett's fighting up there. Go help him. So we're just gonna leave him hanging on the barricade. Yep. So Eris has left the party. It's just Cloud and Tifa now. And we're just gonna make our way up the pillar. There's a battle. And we are up against... what's this guy's name? An aero combatant. He's got propellers for hands. So let's show off Cross-Slash Cloud's level 1-2 limit break. It does pretty much what it specifies. It makes a cross-slash. Notice how the battle music continues playing throughout everything to show how serious this is. Cross-slash can also has a chance of paralyzing enemies, which is nice. It's a little weaker than Braver, but the offset is the paralyzation thing. Here's Jessie. She makes it sound like she's dying. So I guess Jessie believes in karma, and that they're dying because they killed a lot of people. Oh hey, there's Barrett. But we're stuck in another battle first. So we've got more aero combatants. And I believe that... oh, there was the cover materia in action. I believe that these guys should be weak to lightning. If Pokemon has taught me anything. That should be enough for a limit break? Yeah! Yeah! Boom, boom, boom. That should kill him. Yep. Ooh, critical hit. Exciting stuff. Wow, look how quickly her limit meter fills up. That's the benefit of having Fury on. Of course, you're also seeing the disadvantages of having it on, because all of her attacks are missing. Oh my goodness. Come on now, this is getting silly. Alright, there we go. Victory is won. Pretty good song by Carlos Santana, I suggest you check it out. But before we speak to Barrett, let's heal up. I'll use some of these potions, because I'll probably never use them again. Yo, dog! Yes, we're back! Be careful, they're attacking from the helicopter. Better equip ourselves before they attack in full force. So they give us a little chance to give Barrett some magic. And his new weapon, well, his new armor, because we don't have a new weapon for him. And we're ready to go. Here they come. Bang, 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 bang. So the helicopter comes flying by and some dude jumps out. We should recognize him. But too late. Once I push this button, bink. That's all, folks. Mission accomplished. We have to disarm it! Oh, it's boss time. So there's a little bit of a gimmick to this fight. And the gimmick is the pyramid move. He encases someone in a pyramid, and we have to attack it to get rid of it. I'm going to use an Hyper. That was a mix between Ether and Hyper. Gonna use that on Barret to try and get his limit break up. Now that Electromagron move paralyzes, so we're going to see if we can return the favor in kind and paralyze Reno. Nope. So there's the pyramid again. Really just more annoying than anything else. So Barret misses because he's got Fury on. It's a pain in the butt. You're also seeing that more damage is being taken. So Tifa gets another limit break here. Ooh, crit. That should be enough for Barret's limit break, which we've all seen before. He gets Big Shot. It's a good song by Billy Joel. I suggest you check it out. I'm full of music recommendations. Believe me, I definitely am. So let's take out the pyramid. And keep going to town. Should be about done. Get rid of the pyramid. And continue to attack. Let's try and steal, shall we? No, he doesn't have anything to steal. I'm trying to be all fancy, and there's no point to it. Just FYI, I'm not looking at a guide or anything. I don't plan on it because I've played this game an awful lot. It's time. Later, bro. So Reno runs off. Yep, Tifa got her next limit break somersault. It adds on another reel. And off he goes. He just jumps off. I don't know how to stop this. Try it. Why does she think Clown knows how to do everything? It's not a normal time bomb. Ooh. Who is that? That's right. You'll have a hard time disarming that one. It'll blow the second some stupid jerk touches it. Well, good thing I'm not a stupid jerk. Ha ha ha. Only a Shinra executive can set up or disarm the emergency plate release system. Shut your hole. I wouldn't try that. You just might make me injure our special guest. So Aeris has been captured. Doesn't that suck? That's why she should have come with us. What's he gonna do? Who knows? I haven't decided. Our orders were to find and catch the last remaining ancient. It's taken us a long time, but now I can finally report this to the President. And Aeris says, don't worry, she's alright, and gets bitch slapped for her efforts. So anyways, she was talking about Marlene here. Spoilers. Tifa asked Aeris to take care of the little girl, and she did it. So we're getting a little lag here, because the game's kind of doing an FMV, but not really. But the bomb's starting to blow. That means that the pillar is starting to fall apart in chunks, as you can see. I can kind of run around and freak out, but I apologize about the lag. Once that plate starts coming down, it's too late. We gotta hurry. Barret jumps up onto the railing with surprising alacrity. Yo, we can use this wire to get out. Good thing he's gigantic. And off we go. You know, in retrospect, it seems kind of silly to have just one pillar holding up an entire plate of that size, doesn't it? Maybe it's just me. But anyways, there's Tifa's bar. And yeah. So they really did it. They completely trashed Sector 7. Because I imagine that that's gotta be pretty bad for the, the people on top of Sector 7 as well, or on top of the plate. I mean, sure, it sucks for the people under the plate too, but they're dead. What about the people on top of the plate? And there's the president overlooking everything. And apparently listening to opera music. The sign of a true evil mastermind is the opera music, I must say. So look at that ominous zoom in on the Shinra building. I wonder if that's foreshadowing of any kind. But at least our heroes are okay. They're not allowed to die. So, by crazy coincidence, we have ended up in the playground in Sector 6, where we stopped with Eris at one point. And that is what is left of Sector 7. So Barrett's freaking out because he thinks his daughter's dead. She's not, but Biggs is. So is Wedge. Jessie is also dead. And Barrett is very despondent. Very upset. And who can blame him, to be honest? It's kind of his fault this happened. If you haven't realized it by now throughout all these episodes, Barrett is kind of hot-headed. He's got quite the temper. But he's very sad. Marlene is saved, though. Right before they took Eris, she said, "Don't worry, she's alright." She was probably talking about Marlene. Yes. But Biggs, Wedge, and Jessie, they are certainly dead. Of course he doesn't want to think of them as dead. And everyone else in Sector 7 too, of course. The ethics of that are screwed up, but it's an evil corporation, what do you expect? That's kind of what he's saying. Yeah, no, don't shake your head, that's kind of what you're saying. It's the damn Shinra. They're evil and destroying the planet just to build their power and line their own damn pockets with gold. Evil corporations, I tell ya. I don't know. What don't you know? You don't believe me? It's not that. She's having some, conflicting thoughts there. And Cloud just... he is ever the stolid, depressed guy. I'm probably upset that Eris got captured, you know. So as for right now, Cloud's on his own, and if we just run over here... Take me to Marlene. You're going to help Eris? Yeah, but before that, there's something I want to know. What's that? It's about the Ancients. That looks... in my veins courses the blood of the Ancients. I am one of the rightful heirs to this planet. Well, hello, foreshadowing in a flashback. Sephiroth? Are you alright? pull it together, man. Shit, man, get it together. So we're gonna run up here and get this little materia before I forget. Sense materia allows us to use the sense command. What that does is gives us information about enemies. I can take Fury off of Tifa now because she has her next limit break. And basically she's just gotta kill shit to get the next one. Same with Cloud. And now we fight a Hell House. But with a 3-person party, it's much easier. How do you miss a house? What was that old taunt? You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn? In his defense, that's not the broadside, but still. So we can show off Tifa's new limit break, or the second part of her limit break. So the first part, of course, is Beat Rush, which we've seen, just a punch combo. The second part is a fancy somersaulting kick. And I guess it's silly of me to be wasting limit breaks on regular enemies, but what the hell, doesn't really matter. Gets the battle done with quicker, and it looks cool. So, I believe I clicked off the game by mistake there. Yep, sorry about that. I really thought my controller stopped working for a second, and I was kind of worried. But we have to run back this way, because we have to go see Aeris's mom to let her know what happened. Because we're nice people like that. We're not going to just be like, oh shit, her daughter got captured. Let's just run away. Let's forget about that. Let her go. And here's the first playing of Aeris' theme, which is a very gentle, kind of like wistful, sad song. It'll seem sadder later, and most people will know why I say that. But it's a very, very pretty song. The Shinra have her. I know, they took her from here. They were here. That's what Aeris wanted. Why is Shinra after her? Aeris is an ancient, the sole survivor. Adoptive mother. My husband was sent to the front, some faraway place called Wutai. Now, how's that for a stereotypical Asian name? We will be going to this Wutai later on in the game, by the way. Just so you know. It exists. And we will make it there. By the way, if you look by that light post, that's actually Biggs and Jesse doing a Singing in the Rain routine. Which is kind of awkward because Jesse kind of wanted to mac on Cloud. But I guess they must have probably been little kids there, because this is 15 years ago. So there's Elmira. And 2 happy couples are reunited. But not the third. Oh, sigh. Her husband never came back. I wonder if something happened to him? No, I'm sure his leave was just cancelled. Nah, he did. Unfortunately. Sorry to be blunt about it, but he is unfortunately dead. So she just happens upon a dying woman. You used to see this sort of thing a lot during the war. Her last words were, "Please take Aerith somewhere safe." My husband never came back. I had no child. I was probably lonely, so I decided to take her home. So we're basically getting the backstory on Aeris here, which we kind of get backstory on everyone throughout the game, which is very good for characterization. Even the secret characters have some pretty good characterization. So, return to the planet means they're dead, really. It'll be explained more later, I swear. At least this game isn't like Final Fantasy 13, where they just throw you into it, and you have absolutely no idea what anyone is talking about. Here they do a pretty good job of explaining it. There's a Latin word for what I just described, where they throw you into the middle of it and then they go back and explain it, but it's actually a writing term. And I'm an English major and I really can't remember it. Sorry, I should be talking about what's going on here, but that's actually really bothering me. So they do know that Elmira's husband did happen to die. Someone arrives and says, "We want you to return Aeris to us. We've been searching for her for a long time." And that's Seng, the leader of the Turks, and the guy that finally ended up capturing her. We saw him in the helicopter. Apparently my Firefox crashed. Whoops. I'll take care of that later. Congratulations, guys, you saw it here first. My Firefox crashed. The ancients will lead us to a land of supreme happiness. So what they're getting into now is what the overarching story of the real game of the game is. It starts off as you in Avalanche, but it gets a lot bigger. Surely you hear voices sometimes when you're all alone. No, I don't. That's a sign of a schizophrenic, not a sign of being an ancient. But I knew about her mysterious powers. It's amazing how she's avoided the Shinra for all these years. So she sacrificed herself in exchange for Marlene's safety. Yeah, she was, Barrett. At least he's apologizing. How in the world could you ever leave a child alone like that? See, I like this. At least he's got a conscience. So basically, this big burly black man with a gun for an arm is actually a hippie. He's trying to save the planet. How's that for characterization? So he's gonna go up. It's my fault. I was the one who got Aeris involved in this. Don't say that. Aeris doesn't think that. You don't know that. So we can run upstairs and see the happy reunion between father and daughter. So he's crying. Isn't that sweet? You're gonna go help Aeris, right? She's done so much for me. If it's the Shinra you're dealing with, I can't just sit here. I'm coming too. Aeris was asking me lots of questions, like what kind of person Cloud is. I bet she likes you, Cloud. I don't know. Stupid. Ouch. Sigh. So I guess we can just head on out. You're going after Eris, right? Yes. I'm coming with you. We're going right into Shinra headquarters. You gotta be prepared for the worst. I know. Right now I feel I have to push myself to the limit. If I stayed here, I'll go crazy. Here comes Barrett, asking if she can take care of Marlene. She doesn't mind. This place is dangerous now. You better go somewhere else. You're right, but promise me that you'll come back to her. Don't get yourself killed. Yeah. So now... Oh, not yet. Not now. How do we get to the Shinra building? There ain't no train that goes up there anymore. Well, let's just go to Wall Market. We might be able to find something there. So now we have our new objective, which is to make it to the Shinra building. So next time, I'm going to find a way to that building, and I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to kick some ass. Sounds good, right? So this episode, I learned that Shinra is pretty much evil personified by blowing up a lot of people just to kill a very small amount of people. Kinda sucks. So next time, I'm going to the Shinra building, and that's about it. But I actually really like the whole part in the Shinra building, and then after that, the game's really gonna open up. So we're finally starting to move the plot along a little more than just, hey, we're terrorists. So it'll be fun. Stay tuned, guys, and I will be back next time.